All for coming today. I really appreciate it. I am Janet from One Sister, and 15 years ago in Portland in 2003, this gentleman, Larry, president of Henry Glass, came to my booth and asked me to design some plaids for him. And that was a banner day. So we have been, it's our anniversary. And so this, can you all give us a big hip hip hooray? Okay, there we go. So this is in my newest book, Absolutely Crazy. I have the cover, the front and back cover, but it won't be delivered until next week. But a lot of all the grays are Henry Glass fabrics, and the colors, the backgrounds, I'm sorry, are not, but and then the scrappy binding. So anyway, that is in my new book. What you're here to listen to today is in your packages, and we ran out. I hope everyone got one of these flyers.
They're on the Henry Glass website.
Yeah, they're on the So what I've started, and this is, again, it's celebration. This is my celebration year. And so this is a One Crazy Sister Club, and this is to help you all get your customers coming in and keep them coming back every month. And so they are all, so the plan was, you know how good plan, rarely all comes together, but it was supposed to be smaller blocks that would fit, that you could print out and download and print out to trace and sell, kit and sell. So and that's where this name came from. They're an itty bit crazy, they're just smaller crazies. So this fabric line is the one that supports the club. And there are, you can pass that around. We have two. Oh, it's under here. You can pass one on both sides. That top one. Yep. So you have, the fabric supports the club, and then each month when you get one of these, I give you some points about what you might want to talk about in your club. Maybe the first month you're going to talk about how they are going to do their dots, and then some add-ons if you want to do wool, if you want to add yo-yos instead of applique and flower centers, that sort of thing. So to help you keep coming back. And these are Lisa so very kindly, I think it's this one we're going to start with. Oh yeah, it's upside down though. This is what I call the Finale Quilt. This is a digital representation that Lisa and Larry printed off for us. So it's not exact, but it gives you a representation of what is going to happen. This is Crazy Good Life, and each month you'll have an extra block. You'll make an extra block, and then this will be your finale, your grand finale quilt that they'll put together. Okay, so what else? Oh, we have the homes. So then this is one of the monthly projects. The Happiness is Homemade. And another one is the Log Cabin Hearts. And again, they're smaller projects. Some are even smaller, like the little welcome is very small. And what I planned is, so the smaller ones, this one, you can kit easily. Then the big one, the Dash for the Stars, the big log cabin star quilt, that one is a fat quarter pack, basically, to make that quilt. And then you'll have leftovers, and all those leftovers on your fat quarters are also going to help you sash that finale quilt. And when you're doing that, that will help them. Help your students. Maybe their blocks they're not going to save the same blocks that I saved for that finale quilt. So you'll sash it a little different if they can. On the downloads, on the patterns, there will be at the top of the pattern page. Should have printed it out. I did not. but there'll be little color tabs across the top, and that is how I stacked. Okay, that'll be your little cue, and so those are your fabrics, and that is how you're going to stack them to get what I got. Okay, and that I'm hoping will, and that keep you coming back every month. Keep your students coming back every month. Okay, you need any more details on that? Okay, so again, we're celebrating. So this is my tickled pink. I'm tickled pink to still be here. And so this is the current line that you will see from Henry Glass and myself this market. And let's flip this. So this is the heart quilt that you just saw, made up in these fabrics. So you can also choose to do it a slightly different colorway. Alrighty, so you've got you want to pass those around too, Lisa? That's how I'm even start that one. And this one is delivering in October, right? Correct? Yes. This is Folk Art Flannels 2. Handy, yeah. And it's, again, you've got your panel. It's got a very cute cheater, it's got the panel, and then it's got a very cute cheater fabric quilt project sheet. So that one is very turned out. And yes, downloads on the Henry Glass website. And I think for this one, but you also have a handout in, oh no, they do have it. Yeah. I put it in there. Mm-hmm. Okay, excellent. Alrighty, so then I'm going to move on. How's my time? Oh, I got lots. Does anybody have any questions on the club before I move on? No? So the one thing is they will be, instead of downloading on 8x10, it's going to have to be 11x17 paper. All the pages? Well, no, the text pages, like the instruction pages, those are going to be 8.5x11. But then the insert pages are 11x17. Because you're crazy. Because I'm crazy. I just couldn't get them. I couldn't get them any smaller. And if I did, you wouldn't have liked me. The pieces would have been too small.
Is it a free download or is
No,
it
it's
a
free.
club? Okay, so
It's like you purchase fabric with Henry Glass, and
If you purchase $1,000 of fabric or more on this collection, then you get all the projects for free.
yeah, and that, yes.
So the process then would be that if you do that, you get a code or whatever to be able to
Correct.
go on
Yes.
the website and bring
You
that
get-
down? So if it's 11x17, I don't have a copier in my personal world, that will do that. Do I have
Yeah,
permission then to take it to?
You have to, right, you have to, are going to have to go to your copy,
I'll get it.
like,
But not all of them are like the Watkins sets, are they?
yeah, they are.
Oh, they
All
are.
of them are. Yes, this is my gift to you, my 15-year celebratory gift to all of you. It's equivalent to a book, and you buy and
You're getting it for the fabric
you're
purchase.
getting it for the fabric purchase. And I do ask that you don't sell them without, like, the fabric. Don't just copy them and sell the patterns. That,
Do we have to, like, I know my boss does not have a printer that would print that paper, but
Right.
I do. But I'd have to do it from my house.
yeah, I think as long as she gives you the code.
code.
So she gets the code,
We'll email the code.
yeah, and then you can get the download, yeah.
My house, and he prints.
Yes. Oh, so, excuse me, so the fabric delivers in September, so that's when, what we haven't like exactly figured out is a lot of, like Robin, yeah, they would want to have a sample made, so we might want to,
Okay. Well, we're gonna, September 1st, we're gonna send out the emails with all the.
right, but that's what I'm thinking, maybe if they've already made their purchases, then maybe they can go ahead and,
Well, they wouldn't have fabric.
no, they wouldn't have fabric yet, that's true. Yeah, September, so the fabric comes in September, so, yeah, so,
We know how we do it.
I guess we'll have to just be patient.
Yeah, well, be patient,
Yeah.
you'll get the fabric, you'll get the code, you'll make your samples.
Yeah, well, see, the cheater quilt, though, you still are going to have to, even, if there's a dog, so that only takes 2 fabrics, a light and a dark. But some of them, the heart is 4 fabrics, so you still have to make 4 heart blocks to get 1 to go into that quilt. So it's not just making 1 block. Yes, Jean?
So, each month they make one of these quilts?
Or they make that set of blocks, but like the first month are the baskets, and I think you only have to make 3, and so you should be able to get them to whip those blocks. In 3 hours you can get 3 blocks stacked, cut, shuffled.
So then each month they make
A set of So then the next month are the flowers, and then I could just read along with. I can't. Oh, then we're moving on to the next. So then you've got the baskets and the flowers, the first 2 sessions, and then you can put together the Laugh Bloom Grow quilt. And then session 2 we're moving on, or session 3 we move on to the pumpkins for fall, and those are. Yeah, so those are self-explanatory. Those are just all. You don't have to wait till the next month. Okay. Does that explain that? Yeah, so that I think is the first 2 sessions are the only ones and you could run those together. I mean, you could have them do a basket block and have them do a flower block. They're not very hard, so that they could get that whole quilt completed.
And I'll post her cell phone on our website.
Yeah. Yes.
Some of us didn't get your information. Could you explain something that came in at the very end? You didn't get your information. Is this kind of only available in Untitled Chapter collection?
It is. It's a club. It's a One Crazy Sister club, and you purchase the fabric and then you get the patterns. You can download the patterns.
And it's her gift to shop owners.
It is for 15 years of following me, being crazy right along with me. Come into my schoolhouse. I mean, I know there's lots of you that have sat through the dark in schoolhouses with me. Turn the lights on, turn the lights off. So, are there any other questions about the club? Yes.
If you order this for a distributor, is the club still available?
Correct.
Yes. Yep.
I take copies of all the orders and I have it in a folder.
Yep.
Janet, give me your booth number so we come visit you.
Okay. My booth is 1111, and
Henry Glass is 1106.
1106. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, 1111. All ones. Yeah, 1111. Yeah. Okay. They do that because they know I have a hard time remembering my booth number. So they did that just for me. Okay, so I'm going to show. Do you want to see what's in this book? Yeah. Okay. So you've got the hippos, hip hip hooray, and then this is made with my back porch and some yarn dice, and it is it's a crazy star in a hexagon. You use the Creative Grids 8.5 inch hexagon to square them up at the end. And you can use, if these all stay relatively the same width, but you just use the lines on the ruler to like sort of fudge them if they're not, cut around them. Okay, and the one thing, hold that up. I'm sorry, I know your arm. You want Tom to do this? Okay, so when you're tracing, I don't tell you that you have to use your 60 degrees when you're tracing the line on your ruler, but it does help when you trace. So you've drawn your star, and then as you start drawing these on, then the next line, put your 60 on this and draw that line. That will help you. You definitely will do that when you're trimming. As you start to add you put the bottom one on, and then as you straighten here, you've got your 60 degree line right here. And everything just comes right out. It's very, and it's been tested by people other than me, so I know it does work. And then these little things, so you know when you're cutting your rectangle out, you've got these waste pieces. So that is where your geese come in out over here. All right, thank you. So there's that one. And this one we gotta look at just a minute. Here, let's figure. I think this is top left. All right, or do we have it upside down? Oh yeah, twist it one more time. So this is a dahlia quilt. I am not sure if we've got it right side up or not, but it's a slightly off-centered log cabin block. And so you've trade your lights and darks. So this is your fat side and this is your skinny side. So you've got, and here is your fat reds and your skinny whites, your fat whites and skinny reds. And it gives them that, they sort of swoop a little bit. So that is dahlia. This is made with the berries and blossoms. Then I threw in some of the Christmas line, the Believe, the reds and whites out of the Believe line, and Linen Closet. And the yarn dice, cream and red yarn dice are in there.
They're all available at once.
Yep, okay. Let's see. Let's do this one. And this will have a right side up. That's a bottom, top. Excellent. This is, I don't know about the rest of you, but we had a really cold spring and I was getting sort of tired of it. And I was a little bit cranky. So I was like trying to channel spring. This is like crazy spring because, it'd give it, the sun would come out and then the next day it would be like cold and freezing and snowing, hailing, so now we've gone straight to summer. It's like we didn't have any spring, and last week it was 85 degrees, and now I'm too hot. It's like you can't make me happy. But anyway, so then you got the 3 blocks, and then so those, Tom, wait just a sec. So that one has brown birds and, brown birds and blue backgrounds, and so I did 2 piles. So those are your brown birds in the blue piles, and these are the brown birds, or blue birds in the brown pile. And it's just a little, put that together and throw some wool applique on top of it. And again, these are all various and sundry. This is my back porch, that's a yarn dye. So they just, and then this, again, here's some little more leftover flour and some leftover birds. And I didn't tell you to make, so I did all of my flowers at once so that I would have leftover instead of making that separately. But you can make it separately also. So the directions are for separate, but I would made mine all at once. Alrighty, then we have, I know, one more. This is just a bunch of stuff. It's not Henry, most of it is Henry Glass, but not all, it's just, and these are, I like these colors. So this is called Star Madness, and it's, because no one wanted me to call it Devil's Claw, and that's the only name for that block I know, but, and it's just, you make 12 dark stars in light backgrounds, and then here's your light star in your dark background, but there's only 12 of them. And then the rest of them are all your mediums and darks you put in. So you've got your little alternate block here and then your Devil's Claw there.
And that's in your book?
That's in my book. Yep, there are 8 projects. 5 of them are bigger. The Dahlia, so you've seen them all. The Dahlia, the Hexagon Star, Star Madness, the Hippos, and the watering cans are the big ones. Then there's one more small one that Lisa has at her booth that I forgot to get.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and made out of the Believe fabric that came in. And that was very fun. I didn't bring that card, but Larry's almost out of the fabric anyway. But anyway, there's notes to Santa. So there was I used a scan from my grandmother, a postcard from my grandmother, and it's Dear Janet, Be Good. So as I'm cutting, I'm reading, Love Grandma, and I knew that was really my grandma. And then Ross had written my youngest had written a letter to Santa, and so I'm so excited, Ross, because it's almost Christmas, So I'm sewing, and I'm, so that was very fun for me. All right, so that is what new book, lots of new fabric, and again, I thank you all so much for staying with me all these years. And we have some giveaways.